I should tell you that at the peak of Jimmy's popularity in 1959, he had 6 songs on the pop and country music charts, including Johnny Horton's version of The Battle of New Orleans. And Roger mentioned that the tune Battle of New Orleans was written to the tune of an old fiddle tune called 8th of January. And so he played the 8th of January for you, and the first song up on this set will be The Battle of New Orleans. And that remained in first place for 10 weeks on the charts and won the 1960 Grammy Award for Song of the Year. In the 60s, Jimmy became a folklorist and established the Rackensack Folklore Society. He also organized a folk music festival, which grew over the years and was transformed into the Arkansas Folk Festival, which in turn attracted as many as 100,000 visitors. So this was a man who was very instrumental in helping to develop and to perpetuate the old-time music of the Ozarks, and we owe him a great debt of thanks. Right now I'd like to continue on, and we'll start off this set with the Battle of New Orleans. Please make welcome to Charlie Teese and friends.
This is Nellie Branscombe going to help me with the mandolin. Oh, you know, Gretchen. I do the whole history lesson, all 12 verses. Here we go. 1814, we took a little trip, along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little bean. We caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. Well, I saw Mark Jackson walking down the street, talking to a pirate by the name of Gene P. He gave Gene a drink, then he brought him Tennessee, and the pirate said his hip was dropped the British in the sea. The French said, Andrew, you'd better run. Packing hands are coming with a bullet in his gun. Oh, Hickory said he didn't give a damn. He was gonna whoop the britches off of Colonel Pakenham. Fired our guns and the British kept a going. Wasn't as many as there was along. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we looked down the river and we seen the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We just stood beside the cotton beds and didn't say a thing. Well, Hickory said we could take them by surprise. We wouldn't fire or must be still. We looked them in the eye. So we held our fire till we seen their faces well. They opened up their squirrel guns and really gave well. And powdered his behind. And when we set the powder off, the gator lost his mind. They lost their pants and their pretty shiny coats. Their tails was showing like a bunch of billy goats. They run down the river with their tongues hanging out, and said they got a licking which they wouldn't any doubt. They ran through the bars and they ran through the brimbles, and they ran through the bushes where the rabbits couldn't go. Ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them, down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, a man that brung the British from the sea came limping into camp just as sick as he could be. He said the dying words of Pakenham was, you better quit messing with your cousin Uncle Sam. Now we marched back to town in our dirty ragged pants, danced all night with the pretty girls and friends. Couldn't understand them, but they had the sweetest charm. Understood them better when we got them in our arms. Back home, but we never be content till we make old Hickory the people's president. And every time we think about the bacon and the bean, we think about the fun we had down in New Orleans. Fired our guns and the British kept come. Wasn't as many as there was a lot. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah! One Jimmy wrote called The Land Where the Bluegrass Grows. It's not a bluegrass song, though. It's a folk song. I don't know if Jimmy did any bluegrass song, but it's a good song. Well, I call my dog and I get my gun and I get my traveling clothes. I'll turn my face to the setting sun, to the land where the bluegrass grows. I'll be in luck when I hunt the buck where the crystal waters flow. I'll live and die in old Kentucky, in the land where the bluegrass grows. My wagon bow. I'll make my way through the Cumberland Gap to the land where the bluegrass grows. I'll be in luck when I hunt the buck where the crystal waters flow. I'll live and die in old Kentucky, in the land where the bluegrass grows. And I'll always be by my cabin door when the stars come out at night. I'll be in luck when I hunt the buck where the crystal waters flow. I'll live and die in old Kentucky, in the land where the bluegrass grows. I'll say my prayers in the land of boom before I take a doze. And I'll kiss my love by the light of the moon in the land where the bluegrass grows. I'll be in luck when I hunt the buck where the crystal waters flow. I'll live and die in old Kentucky, in the land where the bluegrass grows. To do with Glenn Branscombe, and they used to do a real good job on this, so I'm going to do it in honor of Glenn, and Nellie's going to help me, called The Baby. Remember Grandpa Jones had a semi-hit on this. Oh, I went down the Rickville. Is that how it starts? I went down to Rickville town. I met an old man, his name was Brown. He said, you can stay in my shanty-o, but you have to sleep with the baby-o. When I got there, I was froze to death. I didn't want to smell no baby's breath. So I took a big drink and I said, by darn, if you don't mind, I'll sleep in the barn. The night was cold, the wind did blow, and the smoke rolled out of the shanty-o. Shivered and shook with a frostbit toe, and I wished I'd slept with a baby-o. Well, morning come and it took me a look when I heard someone say, soup, all soup. They're standing on the frozen straw with the prettiest woman in Arkansas. I looked at her and she looked at me, and I said, young miss, who might you be? She said, my name is Mary Jo, but the old man called me the baby-o. The wind did blow and the smoke rolled out of the shanty-o. I shivered and shook with a frostbit toe, and I wished I'd slept with the baby-o. Well, she milked the cow and we went to the shack and had a breakfast of razorback. I sat by the fire and I thought my toe and couldn't help looking at the baby-o. When it was time to leave, she came to me and said, sir, what might your title be? I held her hand and I told her right, I'm the fool that slept in the barn last night. did blow and the smoke rolled out of the shanty. Oh, shivered and shook with a frosted toe, and I wished I'd slept with a baby. Oh. Thank you, Millie. Millie's going to get her harp, and we're going to do one of Jimmy's sacred songs as our last number. But in the meantime, I've got a couple of the old-timers going to come out and play fiddle and banjo on this Driftwood song I'm going to do. Jimmy wrote a bunch of them about the Buffalo River. This is probably my favorite. On Lover's River. The Cherokee word for it was Shanadagea. Oh, wait. So I'm going to be speaking Cherokee in there.
All right.
On that river, my grandfather with Big Chief's lovely daughter gave 100 horses, claimed her as his bride. They raised a mighty family, pride of all the Cherokees. And when he died, she laid down by his side. Shanadagea, Uwea, where the silver waters flow. Some called it Lover's River, some called it the Buffalo. Shanadagea, Uwea, that's where I love to go. Some called it Lover's River, some called it the Buffalo. From the caves on the hillside comes the blowing of the buffalo. Coming from that country the white men never found. And the breezes in the valley are the voices of our loved ones, coming from their happy hunting ground. Shanadagea, Uwea, where the silver waters flow. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Shanadagea, Uwea, that's where I love to go. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Into our faces as we look into their eyes, and when their spirits touch each other, their eyes begin to twinkle, casting their reflections on the sky. Shanadagea, Uwea, where the silver waters flow. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Shanadagea, Uwea, that's where I love to go. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Oh, that world gate never closes to that mystic, happy hunting ground. The loyal, faithful lovers whose hearts are brave and true. Shanadagea, Uwea, will take you to that country, gliding in the soul of your canoe. Shanadagea, Uwea, where the silver waters flow. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Shanadagea, Uwea, that's where I love to go. Some call it Lover's River, some call it the Buffalo. Nellie's going to do the singing on this. I'm just going to help her on the verse. Harmony.
This is a beautiful song. Jimmy did a lot of gospel songs. He wrote a lot of them. In fact, he was going to do a gospel album. He just didn't live long enough. He lived to be 91 and just ran out of time. Dave told me to be sure and mention that we do have still the Jimmy Driftwood barn. My husband ran it for years, and we lost him last year. And so me and David Branscombe is the MC and running the business end and doing kind of running it, and I help him, and we still got it going. We still just pass the basket Friday and Sunday night, and we're open all year round. So I invite you to join us there through the year. This is, it's one that Jimmy wrote back when he was helping with revivals out in Timber. He was the song leader for Brother Ray Branscombe, and I'm sure Ray was kin to us. And so he was his song leader, and he wrote a lot of gospel songs back in that time period of his life. I walked in a garden that evening, sat down in the shade of a tree, opened my Bible and read the hymn of Jesus and sweet Galilee. The shadows of night soon blinded my sight, till the moon came over the hill. Oh, that was the night Jesus showed me the light of the cross on Calvary's hill. Alone in the moonlight, Jesus, I turned my face to the sky, and I poured out my soul to Jesus, and He answered me by and by. His voice struck out on my ear, but it thrilled in this heart of mine. Alone in the moonlight with Jesus, alone with my Savior divine. Sometimes at the hour of midnight, I wake from a beautiful dream. I can't go to sleep, so I rise from my bed and I walk by the beautiful stream. A musical chord that is played by the Lord is a song He sings to His own. His smile from the skies brings the tears to my eyes as I walk in the moonlight alone in the moonlight for Jesus. I turn my face to the sky,